Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Mason. If you're new here, I am doing weekly updates about my journey to getting top surgery. If you got this video via email, that means you have donated to my GoFundMe, and thank you so much. That seriously means the world to me. If you have not donated and are interested in or just even sharing the page, it seriously helps out so much. It is linked down in the description below. All right, so last week I did not post anything, and that is for a good reason. I ran into some trouble with insurance. Shocker to no one. Sorry, oh my god, that's supposed to be a secret. Uh-oh. He's just gonna go down there. That's supposed to be for later. Yeah, I ran into some trouble with insurance, and I was gonna post an update about it, but one, I was very frazzled last week just because of that. And then two, I didn't know if it'd be a good idea to post about it because I'm a very nervous person. I don't know what I should really be sharing online. It's honestly so nerve-wracking in the good year 2025 to even post online and be like, "Hi, I'm a trans person." That's already just so scary in general, and I just didn't know if it'd be a good idea. And I waited until my therapist appointment to talk with my therapist, and I was like, "Is that fine?" They're like, "Yeah, I don't see an issue with that." The bump I ran into with insurance was, so my therapist is an LPC. I have like a care coordinator through the surgeon I'm going to, which is great because I can email that person with any questions and they'll update me and stuff like that. And they emailed me and they're like, "Hey, we're getting ready to send off all your stuff to insurance, but per your insurance's policy, the note from your therapist needs to be from someone who holds like a PhD, a PsyD, or MD, and your therapist does not. Is there a way you could like get in contact with one and blah blah blah?" And I was like, "Oh my god." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, let me like reach out to my therapist." And God bless my therapist because they were literally on vacation and were still like reaching out to me and like trying to help me. And then my care coordinator reached out and was like, "Hey, so we've actually seen this insurance like approve surgeries with an LPC note. You just need to update your letter to include these things." And they were like, typically they're more of a stickler on bottom surgery than they are top surgery. So we think it'll be fine if you just get your therapist to rewrite it and include like these parameters. And I think the one thing that was missing was like how long I had been living as Mason. I reached back out to my therapist and I was like, "Hey, let's just do this instead." And then they were able to do that. And I sent off the letter and I sent it off today. I meant to send it off yesterday because today's July 3rd when I'm filming this. And my care coordinator was like, "Yeah, just let me know by July 3rd." And so I sent it off yesterday, July 2nd. I was like, "That's weird. Usually they're really good about getting back to me." And I looked today at like 5 p.m. So FML, like past, like we're already out of the office, right, for the holiday weekend. And I dawned on me because I just responded to them in like a forward message. The forwarded message was when I forwarded it to my therapist. I sent the letter that my therapist had just sent me back to my therapist, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And so I quickly like emailed my care coordinator like at 5:03, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. Here is the letter. I'm just a dingbat." I didn't hear back from them because they're probably on their holiday, their 3-day weekend. Fingers crossed I sent it in time. I think they said they're going to file at the end of this month, so it should be fine. But oh god, that's just what I was dealing with last week. I was just too frazzled to try to do this video, honestly. But I'm here today, and we're doing this video now. So my GoFundMe has been live now for over a month, and I have raised about $1,000. I think on my GoFundMe it says like 820, 825, something like that. But I've had people reach out to me and like Venmo me or PayPal me a donation. So thank you so much, no matter which way, shape, or form, no matter what amount. Seriously, it all helps. I've put it in a high yield savings account, and I think it just broke 1,000 in there. So, and like I said, if you go back to my first video, I wasn't going to start a GoFundMe because I was kind of raised and like just under the like mindset of, if I can't pay for it all myself, I shouldn't be able to like I don't need it. Essentially, I don't need it. And while I could totally save up and pull from savings to afford this top surgery, I would then run into the issue of, well, that savings is in place for if I can't work, which I won't be able to work when I get top surgery. How am I going to pay for rent? How am I going to pay for my bills, my car? All these things that I didn't think all the way through. So seriously, The GoFundMe has been such a godsend. It has helped so much. And like I said, if you're interested in sharing or donating, it is linked down in the description. In today's video, I just kind of wanted to like talk about, make it a little bit shorter and just talk about like what I'm doing to prepare. Because as of today, July 4th, the date this is posted, I am 61 days out, which that sounds like a big number, but then like when I look at it, I get surgery on September 4th. Like that is, this year's flown by. We're in July. This year's literally flown by. I'll tell you what. I had to pause and grab my cat. Say hi. Don't eat don't eat it. He turns into such a chicken shit at night. He's just at that age where he's going to be a holy terror. He's 2. He's in his terrible 2s. Anyways, so I just wanted to talk about what I am doing to prepare. Yes, honey, I love you too. It's going to break my heart when I can't hold him. Not that he weighs a lot, but like just I can't lift my arms up like this. I won't be able to hold him. We love gym ASMR time. Yeah. What I'm doing to prepare. Step 1, healthier food. I have just recently gotten into cooking. I was doing like a meal plan through Factor for a long time, but that was so much money. So I started like budgeting better, and I've been meal prepping some foods, and I've been Googling like healthier foods, like anti-inflammatory foods, foods that are higher in protein to try to bulk up. Because with that, I've been working out more and trying to gain more muscle. For top surgery specifically, if you can like work out your chest to build up your pec muscles, your surgeon will have an easier time contouring the scars to follow like the natural line of those muscles. So that's what I've been doing. I have found my favorite meal, honest to God, is ground beef with roasted sweet potatoes, and I just like season it a little bit. I could eat that for every meal. That is my favorite meal at the moment. If you have any like meal recommendations, especially ones that I can like bulk meal prep, like I have like this frozen burrito I like to meal prep. I plan on meal prepping that a lot for top surgery. But if you have any like your favorite dishes that like do well bulk prep, do let me know down below. So yeah, I've been working out more. I've been trying to go to the gym at least 4 times a week, not really consistently these past 2 weeks. I have fallen off the wagon. Today was the first day I went back to the gym, which in hindsight was a terrible day to go because I didn't know if you work a regular 9 to 5 that it like tomorrow is like a holiday. Obviously it's July 4th. And or like I guess a lot of people had today off. The gym was packed. I went at like 9 a.m., which is the time I usually go because Planet Fitness is amazing and they do like a summer program for teens where they can work out for free there. And so I usually go around 2 o'clock, but 2 o'clock is when all the teens are rolling out of bed and there's a lot of people there. So I'm like, I'll just go earlier at 9. No, because all the people who have 9 to 5s and were off also were there at 9. It was packed, but I thought I just turned this off. But I've been trying to work out more. And then I've been walking more. Oh my God. People who say they walk the weight off. Yeah. Oh my God. I was doing 75 hard for 2 weeks before I rolled my ankle, really bad, and I had to stop. Uh, and my stomach slimmed down so much. I bloat so bad in my stomach from like sugary foods and stuff like that. So I've been trying to cut that out. But walking, I can literally tell a difference when I walk. And I just read a study that was like, if you walk at least 40 minutes a day, it like helps with the brain fog. Like it's an actual scientific thing or whatever. Like it'll seriously help with brain fog. Just walking, I think, at least 3 times a week for at least 40 minutes each time. It helps. And you know what? It does help. It's just a little warm right now because it's summer, but I do enjoy walking. Me and my dad have been going at least like 3 times a week, which is nice. So yeah, but that's what I've been doing. That is kind of like all I wanted to say for this 1 month update. I'm trying to think if there's like anything else. No, I'm just overall shocked at like the support I'm getting, especially if you knew me in the past, and we haven't talked in years. Seriously, thank you so much for donating or like reaching out or whatever. Um, as someone who has an incredibly bad social anxiety, you kind of get in the headspace of where I just think, oh my God, everyone hates me all the time. That's kind of what goes through my head. I have a therapist, I'm working through it. But it was so incredibly nerve wracking posting this. And it's so incredibly nerve wracking posting any update on a GoFundMe because this goes to your email. I'm sorry. That is so incredibly personal and like really putting yourself out there. I'm honest God. I'm honest to God mortified every single time I hit update and I send like slam my laptop and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, I can't look. Oh my God, I can't look. Like I'm so for real right now. Um uh, it and I'm gonna be even more vulnerable right now because I'm proud of this thing and I'm trying to be like sharing it with the world and like be proud of yourself and show your accomplishments. And this little dude was peeking out in the corner earlier, but I still feel I'm trying to get over the guilt of being like, oh, people are donating to help me. I feel like not that not that you because I'm about to be what I'm about to say is basically like if you spend money you should get something in return, which obviously you all chose to donate. I was not forcing anyone to donate. I'm like, no, I need to like provide something. This isn't a need by any means, but shit, who doesn't love a dragon? I'm sorry. And I've been teetering around with this crochet pattern for a couple of months now, and I've gotten pretty fucking good at making dragons, if I do say so myself. And then I was like, I want to customize these a little bit more, and so it started actually. I'll insert a photo of my sister's dragon wherever I decide to put the dragon. But I literally got this idea, Lauren, if you're watching this, for sure, like a week before, like a week or two before we left to go see the Lord Huron concert. I was like, I'm gonna make my sister a Lord Huron dragon, and I popped this bitch out. Okay, I popped that sucker out. I love that yarn, by the way. Oh my god. But I decided to make her a custom Lord Huron dragon, and I was like, what other bands could I make a dragon for? So I did a Sleep Token dragon. He's a little wonky, but you know what? It's a work in progress. The embroidery, took years off me. Okay, that was so difficult, let me just say. But I think he looks pretty good. This is the Even in Arcadia dragon. This is Sleep Token's newest album. I used this magenta on the Lord Huron dragon, and I honestly loved the color. And I was like, oh my god, I know what other album it looks like. I'll insert the album and insert this, and I'll insert the Lord Huron dragon again, and here's the album it was based off of. So I'm trying to do it. That's based off their new album, Cosmic Selector. But yeah, I would like to sell these. Long story short, if I'm making another one of these right now to try to perfect it. So I'm making more even in Arcadia Dragons. I thought that'd be a good dragon to start out with because Sleep Token is touring in the U.S. right now. I want to do another Lord Huron dragon. If you're a Lord Huron fan and you would like a dragon, please let me know. That yarn is so gorgeous. Let me say. I picked up this hobby, I think, at a banger time. Terrible time, but a banger time. Right when Joann's was closing down. So I got a shit ton of yarn. And I've told myself I cannot buy more yarn until I sell a dragon. And fret not, I'm not just doing band dragons. I got a bunch. My favorite right now is Sprinkles. He's actually my favorite yarn. I'll insert a photo of him. He's goofy big because he's the first dragon I ever made with this size yarn. The size yarn the pattern said to do was like, well, I'll tell you what, it's a lot smaller than this, okay? Let me tell you, the dragon is maybe like from his head to his like arm. That's like the regular size it's supposed to be with the proper size yarn, but I love the big chunky yarn, okay? I love the big chunky yarn. And I was over the moon when I was like, let me use the bigger yarn. And so Sprinkles was the first one I made. I have more of Sprinkles of that yarn because I love that yarn so much. I have a lot more to make more. Even in Arcadia Dragons, I want to make more Cosmic Selector Dragons, but then I have yarn for other types of dragons, not just band related. But I want to start selling them. You can follow me on my Instagram. I'm going to post them over there. I have no idea like what name I want to go, like what brand name I want to put these under yet. So I haven't made like an Instagram account for them. But if you're interested in a dragon, I guess I'll post about him and go give that post some love. And so I know if people are actually interested in dragons. that was my 1 month update. I can't believe I've had that for over a month now, and I've actually posted about it, and I'm actually like doing the thing. It's so great. It's so crazy. Um, but yeah, that was today's update. I hope everyone has a good fourth. Brave is gonna knock that lamp off that table if I don't go right now. So I will see you guys later. Oh, oh, surprise attack. Okay. What are you doing? Anyways, good night. See you next week.